Here again, we back here again. It's kind of like we in the backyard again. What's up, what's happening? Big K in the building. We here to talk about Boosie Badazz again. So apparently this has been going on. If you have been living under a rock, at the time I personally thought this was his artist, but apparently by Young Bleu or Blue's statements, he wasn't really signed under Boosie. But basically, Young Bleu came up in the game. He was doing his thing. He had the link to Boosie. I don't know exactly what was going on there, but they had some type of ties or whatever happened. Basically, Young Bleu blew up. He was doing his thing. You know, he got a Drake feature, whatever. He's doing his thing. So we got to the point he was saying like, oh, he's not really like Boosie's artist. Boosie wanted some money or some stuff. Like it wasn't really happening. Boosie was saying like the label was doing some fuck shit. His actual label he signed to was doing some fuck shit. Yada, yada, yada. So this has been going on for a while and they've been having a little beef over it. Now, I thought eventually they would have settled over some shit. And again, in the past when we've seen the whole situation with Rocco and Future, how apparently Future was signed to Rocco before he actually made it. They had like a little street contract or whatever have you. And Future, even though he signed to a major, still technically had to pay Rocco like a certain percentage of certain albums because he technically signed you first and then you got involved with a major label. So with that being said, and then as much as Future did the Future and Hendrix like album a week apart, I still do think like he dropped them albums early. One of the good things about him dropping the albums early, I'm not going to say it was the 100%. The reason was he did pay off the Rocco issue eventually, and now that was just done and dusted. So it could be a situation with Boosie and Young Bleu where it was some type of street deal. You know, we all know Boosie kind of independent at this point. It was like a little street deal. He signed the shit, and then whatever have you happened, it did happen, and we got this little situation. Now, with that being said, we back here. Boosie still wants his money, and honestly, again, being a nigga looking from the outside in, I don't know what contracts were signed or whatever have you. It did look like at a point because Boosie was claiming you as an artist. I seen Boosie posting your shit. I kind of found out about Young Bleu through Boosie. I don't know if it was like a promotion fee. Like, I don't know. Like, bro, I'm not saying however, the money he's owed can be negotiated, but it did look like y'all niggas had some ties. Like, it did look like that. I'm not gonna lie. So I do kind of agree with Boosie in a sense. Again, if there's no pen to pad, no contract or nothing, yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see. So, according to Boosie, the facts are on the table. Boosie Badazz and Young Bleu have been going back and forth over a financial dispute for quite a while now, and evidently Boosie has no plans of letting up. During a recent interview with DJ Vlad, the Louisiana-born rapper called out Young Bleu for the performance of his new album, Jeremy, mocking him for seemingly taking a financial loss. Despite his jokes, however, Boosie says he's not actually hoping Young Bleu fails. Instead, Boosie claims he's simply looking to receive the money he feels he's due. He thinks Young Bleu's fans feel the same way he does too, and that the performer's album sales reflect that. It's a quote from Boosie. I just think a lot of Young Bleu fans want him to just do the right thing and pay up, he explained. The facts are on the table. He continued putting Young Bleu on blast for allegedly forging his signature and then claiming he couldn't find him. So, another quote from Boosie. I don't get off on his project not doing well because the better he do, the better I do. I ain't praying on his downfall. Boosie also added that his fans would be likely to support Young Bleu if he were to make things right, which would surely give him a boost. Unfortunately, however, Boosie's dispute with Young Bleu is far from his only concern at this moment. Okay, so y'all talking about the indicting thing. I already did a story about that. I'll probably put that at the end here. Whichever way these videos come out, whatever have you. Either go check out that video. It's already out. It'll be at the end screen. Or it's coming out eventually. We'll see how the fuck the editing of this shit goes up. But basically, yeah, there's talk about the prosecution. Basically, Boosie was on vacation. If you don't know and you haven't seen that video, I'm going to give you a little bit of like breadcrumbs. Basically, if you don't know, Lil Boosie Badazz, been in trouble for a while, been doing his thing, you know, being a rapper, been in legal trouble for a while. Basically, recently, July 24th, July 25th, he got out of his like long overdue federal gun case. He was happy. Took his peoples on vacation, and apparently the case came back. They got him on another federal gun case. So he's perplexed, and he was saying they was racist and all this other shit. If you want me to properly break it down, yeah, the video will be linked somewhere. Anyways, but yeah, honestly, again, business wise, just how it looked or whatever have you, yes, looks can be deceiving, yes, yada yada yada. Some niggas is industry plans, so you think they came out of nowhere. Some niggas actually came from nowhere. Sometimes it's hard to believe that a nigga is just a talented motherfucker and he didn't have his foot in the door already. I will say this about Young Bleu. As much as I do like Young Bleu and I think he's very talented. By the way, I want his ass to do more of the investment series. I really love that investment mixtape series. With that being said, bro, like the way like Boosie was promoting you in the beginning, like I heard the first, it was called like Bleu the Ruler or something like that. I heard the first tape, like again, I thought y'all like, you know what I'm saying, he was signed to him, he was like his protege, whatever have you. There was something there. And even if it wasn't pen to pad, maybe it was a verbal agreement or whatever have you, he was helping you, maybe even giving you some knowledge how to move in this hip-hop game. He could have been a manager or whatever have you, using some of his connections to help you early on. He does deserve some of the bread. It is what it is at the end of the day. Like, I don't know why they're fighting. Maybe like there was some more words that were said that were maybe a little bit more disrespectful. But at the end of the day, bro, Young Bleu, just I don't know. Again, you can negotiate. I don't know, Boosie asking for some wild money. But y'all could negotiate some shit. I don't know. Also, like, is it true his signature got forged? So, is he trying to say before you signed to a major, like y'all had or whatever you had, he had to sign off on you being signed to the major? So if that is the case, if he technically, if we're going by Boosie's story, if he had to sign off for you to go and sign with a major label, then nigga, you do owe him bread. You were signed to him. I don't know at the end of the day. Hey man, listen, these niggas gotta talk. If they can't do it, bro, get some legal team to figure it out, bro, and they could break some money off. I don't fucking know. But yeah, what do y'all think about this whole situation? Comments down below, links in the description. Besides all that, friendly neighborhood KA, sign out for today. Black TJ there while doing this thing. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe, trying a little bit more to hear me. I'm gone. Shlime Zoom, peace out, gang. Alright.